Direct News TV. Trump, CNN gear up for high-stakes town hall after sex assault verdict. Former President Donald Trump was set to appear at a high-stakes CNN town hall and field questions from a moderator and voters on Wednesday, just a day after a civil jury found him liable for sexually assaulting a woman nearly 3 decades ago. The primetime forum in New Hampshire was already expected to be noteworthy when it was publicly announced last week, bringing together a network and a candidate who have long sparred with each other. But the stakes were raised considerably Tuesday after jurors in New York found Trump had sexually abused and defamed advice columnist Jean Carroll, though they rejected her claim that he raped her. The jury awarded her $5 million in damages. Trump said the ruling was a disgrace and he vowed to appeal. While the civil trial verdict carries no criminal penalties, it nonetheless revives attention on the myriad investigations facing Trump, who was indicted in New York in March for hush money payments made to women who had accused him of sexual encounters. Trump is also facing investigations in Georgia and Washington over his alleged interference in the 2020 election and his handling of classified documents and potential obstruction of justice. A small group of anti-Trump protesters gathered Wednesday evening outside the site where the town hall was being held at St. Anselm College in Manchester. Their signs included messages like "Nobody is above the law" and "Elections not insurrection." The Carroll verdict also returns a focus to questions about Trump's treatment of women over the years that he likely will have to address from CNN host Kaitlan Collins and the audience. Carroll is one of more than a dozen women who have accused Trump of sexual assault or harassment over the years. Trump has denied the allegations. Trump has generally not reacted well when pressed on stage about his behavior toward women, most notably during the first Republican presidential debate of 2015, when he sparred with then Fox News host Megyn Kelly. He later said she had blood coming out of her wherever when she was questioning him. Trump has a much more contentious relationship with CNN than he had with Fox at the time. Trump has called CNN fake news and sparred with Collins. She was once barred from a Rose Garden event after Trump's team became upset with her shouted questions at an earlier Oval Office availability. Nonetheless, Trump's team saw the invitation from CNN as an opportunity to connect with a broader swath of voters than those who usually tune into the conservative outlets he favors. President Trump has been battle-tested and is a proven winner. He doesn't shy away from anything and faces them head-on, said Trump spokesperson Stephen Chung. The appearance will also serve as yet another contrast with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is seen as a top rival to Trump for the GOP presidential nomination in 2024 and is expected to launch his campaign in the coming weeks. DeSantis has taken a sheltered media approach, largely eschewing questions from the mainstream press while embracing Fox News, which was once a loyal Trump cheerleader but is now frequently denigrated by the former president. Trump's campaign has turned to new channels, including popular conservative podcasts and made-for-social media videos that often rack up hundreds of thousands of views. His team has also been inviting reporters from a variety of outlets to ride aboard his plane and has been arranging unadvertised stops at local restaurants and other venues to show him interacting with supporters, in contrast to the less charismatic DeSantis. It remains unclear how or whether Tuesday's verdict will have any impact on the race. Trump's indictment in New York only seemed to improve his standing in the GOP primary, and his campaign was fundraising off the verdict. Trump's rivals weighed in on the verdict, with some hitting him harder than others. Former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson called the accusations another example of the indefensible behavior of Donald Trump. Tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy came to Trump's defense and said he doubted a case would have even been brought if the defendant had been someone other than Trump. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, a former ally who is now weighing a run as a Trump antagonist, said Trump's insistence that he had no idea who Carroll was ridiculous. "This kind of conduct is unacceptable for somebody that we call a leader," Christie told Brian Kilmeade on Fox News Radio. "Do I think this is a silver bullet that ends Donald Trump's candidacy? No. I just think it's additional weight of evidence that people are going to look at." Former Vice President Mike Pence, who is expected to launch a campaign in the coming weeks, told NBC he doesn't believe voters will pay much attention to the verdict. "It's just one more story, focusing on my former running mate, that I know is a great fascination to members of the national media, but I just don't think it's where the American people are focused," Pence said. He said he had never heard or witnessed behavior of that nature while he was serving under Trump. The CNN Town Hall, the first major television event of the 2024 presidential campaign, already had drawn suspicion from both sides of the political divide. Democrats questioned whether a man who continues to spread lies about his 2020 election loss, lies that sparked the Capitol riot, should be given a primetime platform. Conservatives wondered why Trump would appear on, and potentially give a ratings bump to, a network that he has continually disparaged. "They made me a deal I couldn't refuse," Trump wrote on his social media platform, Truth Social. "Could be the beginning of a new and vibrant CNN, with no more fake news, or it could turn into a disaster for all, including me. Let's see what happens." Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.